Hi everybody, this month I'm back with my technique of the month video, and the technique that I'm going to show you is ink blending over a tone edge of paper. So this is a sample card that I have created using the same technique. It's just a card panel, but after showing you the technique, I am going to show you how I'm going to put together the card for this one. I'm going to show you the same technique, how I created this particular ink blending. I have created this card using distress inks. This is the combination that I used. It's one lipstick, fossilized amber and peacock feathers. But to demonstrate on my tutorial today, I am going to use distress oxides, and I have decided to use these three colors to create my card panel. So the technique is really very simple. I'm going to put this card panel aside so that we can start. I am using Bristol Smooth card panel over here, and to create the tone edges, I have just torn a post-it note into two halves randomly. I am going to initially adhere the card panel onto the craft mat using some washi tape. And then I am going to attach these two-tone edges onto my card panel. I want to create a panel onto the left side of my card panel. I want to create the tone edge over there. So that's where I am attaching my tone edges, and I am fairly eyeballing and seeing that I create a kind of a perpendicular segment of tone edge. You just need to eyeball. You can see that my post-it note is not attached straight. That's because I want this space to be fairly straight. So now you guys must be thinking why I have attached the card panel horizontally onto the surface where I want my design to be vertical. That's because I'm a little used to ink blending faster using it horizontally. That's why. It's just user preference, nothing else. So let's begin ink blending. What I have done is attached a small velcro dot on the back side of every distress oxide ink that I have, and so my ink blending sponges just stay over there on the back side. That's because I don't have to keep looking for them here and there. So first we're going to start with cracked pistachio. Oops. This is my first time trying on distress oxide inks. I have heard really very good reviews about ink blending using distress oxides, so I'm going to try to see how it goes for me. I'm taking it really very, very slow. Next, I'm going to move on to broken china. Because these edges of the paper are very weak and they are very thin, I am taking it really very slow while trying to blend. Otherwise, I am a real fast blender. I can surely see what people are meaning to say when they say that distress oxides are very easy to blend. They really are. You don't need to use any effort to do the blending. There are no streaks. I really love it. Next, I'm going to go to wilted violet. I think this is till date my favorite color of Distress Oxide. It's really bright and vibrant. I really love it. What else to say about it? You can see that there's a streak over here, but I'm going to try to blend it. Blending out that streak was really very easy. I just went over that surface using some broken china again, and it did blend really very well. I was really happy with how it looks. So you can see that there's kind of a halo over here which does not look completely blended out. It looks like two different colors. I'm going to go back again. So the trick I think over here is if your darker color shows a streak, go back with the lighter color and blend it out. So that's what I'm going to do here and try to see if that works. Yes, it does. See? So I am fairly very happy with what blending I have got here. So I'm going to just close off all my inks, put them aside, and then try to remove this panel. You just have to pick up the post-it or the papers. You see what happened there? Because stone edge was not properly attached over there using a post-it note, there is some kind of a streak onto the paper where we don't want it, but that's okay. We are creating handmade cards, so I don't really mind a little bit of error here and there. I'm going to quickly remove all these washi tapes, these post-it notes, and clean the surface and come back. So I'm back. You can see both the inks blended over here. I have dried up this particular panel using a heat gun while I was out, and I am going to try to create a similar kind of design on this card. The stamps that I have used over here are from Pretty Pink Posh. It's the Blissful Butterflies, and these two sentiments are from Concord and Ninth. This is from their perfectly penned set where you have those individual alphabets, and I created this custom wish you sentiment from there. And from the Happy Day stamp set from Concord and Ninth is the sentiment happy birthday, so it says wish you happy birthday. And I'm going to quickly create a similar design on this particular card panel as well, and I'm going to fast forward it, and you'll be hearing some music in the background. Hopefully you will love all of that. See here that I have stamped the same images as on this panel, just in addition to the 3-size butterflies. That particular set in Pretty Pink Posh also has these tiny butterflies, and I use those to fill up some spaces. I think I'm going to use those on this previous card panel as well. Maybe not that many as I have used in here. I think this should be good. Before adding the sentiment, when I was trying to stamp the butterflies, there were some imperfections, like over here. You can see that the butterfly did not get stamped properly, as well as over here. So rather than doing a double stamping and creating a mistake, what I usually try to do is take a black gel pen, something like a Sharpie or something, and just overwrite on there and correct the imperfections. Finally, we are stamping the sentiment. First, I'm stamping the happy birthday. I think this space is appropriate. And now I'm going to stamp the wish you. Card panel is ready as well, so you can see both the card panels side by side. I'm just going to adhere this card panels to colored card bases and come back quickly. Finally, both the card panels are attached to card bases. This one is a perfect A2 size card and this is a little smaller. There were some red colored ink blotches on the side. That's why I just had to cut it off. So you can stop it over here, but I can't help myself, and that's why I am going to attach a couple of embellishments, some jewels and some sequins. Hold on. So rather than applying any kind of sequins or jewels, I've decided to go with this pretty pink Posh clear droplets. So I'm going to try to cover up any kind of ink marks or try to create a design triangle while adding these. Okay, so I have this particular ink mark that I want to hide, so one goes there. Rather than going with the big ones, I'm just going to go with the small ones and attach 5 instead of 3. I like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and attach this and finalize both the cards.